Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I have a lot of clips from Urgot players, and what we're going to do is we're going to rate them from a scale of 1 through 10. We're going to take gameplay, positioning, toggling, and just general good Urgot gameplay into consideration when rating these clips. Per clip, there will be a poll put up on screen where you can answer, so there'll be a chat vote and my vote. This is the first clip. It looks like it's recorded in a Microsoft PowerPoint. So be easy on him. There's no clip audio either. He's against an Azir. Okay, one thing I will point out, it's smart that he didn't E here. Because most Urgot mains would see this distance with Q slow, and then he would E forwards, but he's not Eing forwards here. Like, this is E range, right? But if he opens with E forwards first, right now, the Azir is going to ultimate the turret and then kill him. So it's actually smarter that he's not Eing here, but some people are probably being like, oh, why didn't he E there? The Azir has ult, he would die. Goes for a Q. He buffers the ult, and there you go. That's just like very good play. Could he have done anything better? I would have done exactly what he did here. I do what he does, but the Azir is bad. Like the only reason this works is because Azir is a peon, right? But the discipline to not E here, to like understand what the actual play is and what it needs to be. Like right there, most Urgot players should E also just to mitigate some tower damage and stuff. It's like an 8. It would be like a 9 if the Azir was a better player. But it's like an 8. Like, he played everything correctly from his parts, but it only panned out into anything because the Azir is an idiot. So I'll give that an 8. Listen.
But don't worry, guys. We nerfed.
No way! The best Urgot. A rump feed. To be fair, how the fuck was my E in range there? I have no clue.
I'm so some.
And then he goes to the all chat and types. Okay, now we watch it without audio, so you get the full experience. So he gets stunned, then Nico goes to the ult, he presses E, but the most important thing is he walks out of range of the R. Look. See? When the R range comes out, he's walked out of the R circle. So he's not actually getting lifted up by the Nico R damage. If he did, he would have died. So this is a very good movement he did here. Then he grabs her, puts her on the tower aggro. So that's very well played. Even though he is completely going British. And talking about... And then Elise... Okay, pay attention to Elise. So Elise flash cocoons. He dodges the cocoon. And then he E's forwards. But the thing is, Elise can still win from this position because she has repel. Unless she uses it off screen. Elise can repel and get an extra auto attack off on the Urgot and then trade 1 for 1. Or she can just leave by jumping onto the range minions here. But I think everything here is like super clean, honestly. Like if you ignore him going and being British, it's like 10 out. It's like a high 10. Like there was nothing he could have done better here apart from avoiding the Nico stun to begin with. And he CS's correctly too. Like his CSing, his R fear pushed the minions outside of turret range, and he lost his ult them perfectly. Flash, cocoon, dodge, E forwards. I think this is a very strong clip. This is a very good clip. I'll give it a 9 because he didn't dodge the Nico stun from the beginning. Okay, snipe. He's toggling. There's a Pantheon. Pantheon's inting? What are the other two people doing? What is this guy doing? They're leaving him! What? Just look at the positioning from Talon this entire team fight. Look. He's just walking away. the melee assassin, Talon, has no interest in this team fight whatsoever, despite Pantheon walking forwards here, bro. What is this? And he's like, oh, we're fighting? Oh, I'm gonna walk in a circle, I'm walking in a circle, I'm walking in a circle, I'm walking away, I'm walking away. Pantheon's dead. And then he fights after his teammates are dead. Look at him. Nah, this is... Okay, let's rewatch. Keep in mind, this is probably low elo because of what Talon did. I don't think anyone else did anything too egregiously. This snipe should never really happen because there's like 5 people next to him that can just block it. I don't know, the toggling's nice, but everything else is just like kind of standard. You kind of just like face tank them because Talon did everything incorrectly. If Talon had walked up forwards and not been a win trader, you would have died easily, because then they have Pantheon collapse with a fresh CC, so you can't actually use your E to any effectivity, and then Talon has the damage to deal with you. So, I don't know, 6, 5? I mean, you're just walking in a straight line and winning. He's listening to some drum and bass. Okay, one thing he's immediately done wrong already. He should go for a Q here onto the Mordekaiser to open up the trade. He has a Black Cleaver, obviously. Everybody builds Black Cleaver. He would be exposing the Mordekaiser to be harassed by the Callista, and it would start the trade for, you know, something big to happen here. Obviously, Mordekaiser can't beat the Urgot here because he has more Malmortius, Force of Nature, and Swifty, so he'll just walk away from him and win. Can you guys stop counting, buddies? Shut up! Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. We're doing clip rating, you peons. Anyway. You should open with Q to make him vulnerable to the Callista. Mordekaiser's forced to react. And then if Mordekaiser reacts, then the team fight is started around here when you have more control in a team fight because it's swaying, right? So press Q here, get some damage off, force him to use his Q and E, and then you start a team fight that is probably decisive in your favor because the Mordekaiser, the Varus, and the Thrash are bot lane. You see on the minimap. Like, this is a perfect team fight situation. So is Q open to attack and then E forwards, but instead it's just like walk forwards, walk down. Veigar really badly mispositions E flash on the Mordekaiser. Yeah, but give it a buck, this is like a 4 or a 3. There was a lot more you can do to make that clip better. Mom! Okay, he lands a snipe. He has so much movement speed. Holy shit. Where's he getting this movement speed from? He's playing Phase Rush Urgot. Okay, I was gonna say, this is abnormal movement speed. This guy is playing Phase Rush Urgot. He lands a snipe, and since he has Phase Rush, he just has 20 million movement speed. Look at him! What the hell? Okay, that's Hoivey, so he's immobile. I don't know what Lilia's doing. And then there's an Olaf trying to kill Galio. I give that an 8. Is it an 8? Let me watch again. Because the thing is, at the start of this clip, you see Twitch here, right? You should... In a utopia world where you are a nice Urgot player... Let me bring out the paint. I'm opening the paint. Twitch's threats are currently coming from here. Let me use red, it's more clear. There's a teleport here from your team. The enemy team is here and here. And the enemy team is here and here. They're off screen right now, you can't see them. So ideally, what you want to do as Urgot here is you want to control this area. Let's see. Control this area so you protect your ADC, alright? Or your support in this case, it's support Twitch. But generally speaking, you just want to control this area so that the enemy team can't capitalize on this positioning, right? Because obviously, if you leave this Twitch vulnerable, he's going to go bam, 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 bam. And obviously, you want to control this area because there's a teleport here. So I think going here to begin with is a really big mistake, especially because Galio is now going to be defending the Twitch. So the battle is here around this Twitch. You should be controlling like this area. But instead you walk over here, just like seethe and kill your Twitch. So I think that's like one of the biggest blunders of the clip, is positioning. Because like look where you're going to begin with. You let Twitch get ulted and then he has to like die, right? But Twitch doesn't need to die there. Everything else is clean. But you killed your Twitch for fun, which is kind of base in its own right. 8. He is playing Urgot mid with Ignite PTA, and he has ult available. He misses Q on the center standing still. Oh! And then he one-shots out. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Oh my god, the damage! I think he's playing like a full paladin build, surely. Yeah, he's got Vein Hydra. That's some big damage, but poor use of abilities, IMO. But the Q here, obviously, is a miss because Senna uses the R. You don't need to ult that Senna, because she's going to die to your auto attacks anyway if you're playing full paladin. This E is bad because you're trying to hit it on the Renekton. But you go through him because he E's, right? So your E is cast out of virtue wanting to hit this Renekton, but instead you get the beneficial result of going through him and getting the karma kill. And then you can just stat check the Renekton because he's already blown his load. So I would say, like, there's a bad ability order used here. It's more like you've benefited from being, like, probably very fed. But there's nothing, like, too individually impressive. Also, this teleport is, like, the Jax started teleporting. Enemy Jax is at the enemy Nexus right now, and he teleports after the fight is ended. Like, watch, you'll see him. Jax is currently getting inhibitors right now. Watch when Jax teleports. Bro, you can just end the game at that point. The entire enemy team is dead. What are you teleporting for? Alright guys, Jax is on the way after the Urgot gets the fucking 1v4 Quadra. 7. I give that a 7. Right, someone just died there because there's a bunch of cinders on the floor. Ooh, perfectly timed on the CP. You flashed into Akali, she proceeds you anyway. You stay directly in the middle against the Kali Shroud, that's very well played. And obviously it's an Azir on the turret with no mana, so you can just walk on the turret. This is a very good clip. So he thinks the Viego, he sees the Viego here because he has a ward in the bush. So he eases forward, assuming the Viego is going to keep walking into the bush. There's a collapse here. He times the R2 with the teleport. Misses the Q, but, you know, it's just whatever. E flashed onto Akali. This is important. This part is very important. He stays directly inside the Akali Shroud because with his W on, because it will automatically target the Akali when she comes out of the Shroud. So that's how he gets him there. Because obviously, you're not going to auto-attack that in time, so W is the only way. So that's very impressive. And then this is Azir, no mana on the turret. Oh, everything is just correct here, bro. There's not a flaw here. Azir. Am I saying Azir? Akali. Fucking no, man. What was you saying Azir? I see. I had to deduct 5 points for that. Zara. Oh, my bad. Thanks for stroking my ego. You're welcome. That's why I'm here. They call me the Stroker. Okay, where's your Q go, though? Can I find a flaw? Oh, he missed a Q! Not a perfect clip. He missed a Q, bro. Wah, wah. He missed a Q. Can't be a 10 out of 10. He missed a Q, bro. Yeah, you see, if that was me, I would have hit that Q, so... Yeah. It can't be a 10. I'll give you a 9 for the miss Q, unfortunately. That's a very late E. What is Yi doing? Ah, yes, this guy with a machine gun surely won't kill me here, no? Yes, this guy looks very peaceful, actually. Gangplank's walking melee. We can just play barrel game. Okay, this is low elo. Okay, side steps out of it. Flash forward. Boom. Does he live? Luck shield? Ooh, luck shield. Alright, we gotta rewatch this one again. So he's looking for the turret. Jin can stop this from happening by walking past the minion wave to drag the minions. That can't actually his thingy there. We had Fizz collapsing though. As soon as Fizz has no E. Nice long! We're watching Urgot clips today. Hang on. Hey, Urpog, wanna kiss? You're welcome. God, I've been brought back. Okay, we're gonna rewatch this clip again. Right now, I'm rating Urgot Main's clips. Okay, so the first thing I see here is the fact that Jin can stop this tower from dying to begin with, but Urgot has one of his teammates nearby. He has Yasuo at half HP. But he has a Fizz collapsing. But the moment Fizz uses E, you should feel free to use your own E. So the moment Fizz lands here, you want to use E, right? So you use E downwards here, you use E upwards here. Like, you're holding E way too long. It needs to be more, like, instinctive. If Fizz has a Zhonya's, then Fizz will live here, because then Fizz will just press Zhonya's to get another ECD. So you need to force his Zhonya's before his ECD comes up. So using E earlier is like a mistake already. The QR is nice here. It's a good combination of abilities. Do note, he had a Volibear here. There was a Volibear on his team here. Then Yi, level 13, like on 20% HP. Nah, I'd win. He dies immediately. I don't know what he's doing. Seraphine walks almost melee. Gangplank walks melee for some reason, despite having all barrels and cooldowns up. He does dodge the R here, which is pretty good. He uses the fleet movement speed from the turret to get movement speed to dodge the R. But so much of this clip is just the enemy team is shit, you know? Like, he didn't do anything, like, arbitrarily wrong. It's just like, there's things he could have done better, but the enemy team are enabling his play so hard. Like, look at this fucking Yi, bro. Like, bro. I give it an 8. I think that's a strong 8, maybe a 9 if the enemy team went Pionic. Flips of Wukong. Flash fit. Oh! This isn't season 14, but it's nice. It might be using a Prowler Claw item. This clip is void because it's like season 13 Prowler's Claw era, so it won't be rated. It's still a nice play. Is that it? You hit a Q and you wanted to showcase you hit Q. Holy shit, it's the most talented fucking Urgot player, bro. Bro is playing with what camera? Nah, there's no way you play League like this. Why is your camera focalized to the north of you? What the hell is this? It's like the bottom 20% of his screen is missing. There's no way you play League like this, bro. Look at this. It's like okay, look, it's a lock camera, and I play lock camera, but for some reason his lock camera is just way higher than like everybody else's. I don't know what I'm watching here. Look. Look zoomed in, yeah. Oh, wrong bottom of the map. Okay, it's just like weird video setting. Okay. I thought he was playing League like this, like sincerely, but I think his clip was just way too zoomed in. Okay, so he gets the Baron, he gets knocked up. Bad E. No toggle, he's just kind of standing there and winning. Standing here, he misses E flash. I realize it was just like you. Gets knocked up by Cho'Gath. Someone TP's in after the team fight. A cow is teleporting melee. She doesn't ult immediately. He's using your custom skin? Yeah, he wants extra points. Oh my god, this fight was so badly played, bro. I'm sorry, you're using my custom skin and everything. Do you have Bork? Yeah, he has Bork. He's got Bork because the enemy has a Cho'Gath. That's my advice also. I say buy Bork against anyone who builds Heartsteel. This guy is like the ultimate Urpog fanboy, bro. And it's one of the worst clips. No! He's using my Bork technology against Heartsteel. He's using my custom skin. Skarner smites wrong. He goes into the bone zone. There's no toggling. He gets knocked up on cooldown, bro. Misses E. Then he goes for an E flash and he misses the E flash too, man. Honestly, this is an Exodia Bork game, though. Keep it a buck of you. Look at the Kel TP, though, man. I think she TP's on the Zac blob, but you can teleport to the left one. That doesn't really matter, does it? But Kale's been alive for like a couple seconds, bro. She should have teleported way earlier and impacted the team fights. Bro, they poked his Thrax at the very end. Yeah, no, this is like a 4 or 3. There's nothing done correctly here. You're just stat checking people and getting hit by everything. They added Animal Crossing video. Music. Alright, it's music. This is a Relectus clip. He's the Urgot coming in now. What the fuck? Are you showing us the POV from the Briar? Hang on. So Briar hits a fiddle effigy, teleports, and then gets yoinked back to Africa by Urgot. And that's just an interaction. That's just a funny interaction. I can't rate this clip. It's just Lanigan, a funny interaction. 9-second clip. Wait, why did the teleport stop? Reluctant Flash W'd. What? Did he not have W? No, that's a W, right? Is that not Reluctant W? Reluctant W stuns. That interrupts teleports. Oh, it was auto then stun. Yeah, you see the stun goes off here. Yeah, like you see he's stunned here. So when the Azir teleport goes off, it goes here. So Renekton Flash Auto is not Flash W, which is crazy. But like you're hitting your ults on somebody who's just standing still, so this clip's a 5. Okay, he got his recall stopped, and he wasn't paying attention because he stood still for about a second. Okay, grab some healies. Evelyn's a peon. She's going to ult and still die to the R2 anyway. Flash converts. Picks up plus 1k on Draven. That's huge. Is there a way Blitzcrank can save this play? Okay, the Blitzcrank can right now use his Q on the Draven. Okay, the Blitzcrank is an idiot, no? Keep in mind, this is high elo, so I have to be a bit more critical on the gameplay here. The Blitzcrank is literally walking melee into the Urgot R2. Like, he's completely unaware of what Urgot R2 actually does. Just watch Blitzcrank. This Blitzcrank is like a high elo player, I guarantee it. You see? Like, you know there's a fear coming, and he's just walking melee. Like, you can hook the Urgot away from the Draven here, and then Draven can just kill the Urgot. So, like, it's well played from Urgot's POV, but the enemy team just aren't playing correctly, bro. Flash into the Blitz? No, he flashed into the Draven. Look. Blitzcrank can walk backwards here. And also, he can just press Q, and the interaction will still go off. But Blitzcrank can stop walk forwards here and just get out of the interaction. He can also press Q right now, and he will still hook Urgot. And then he'll take the Urgot away from the Draven, and then Draven will kill Urgot. The Blitzcrank is an idiot. The only reason this play works is because Blitzcrank is a peon. It's still well played from Urgot's side. It's like an 8. If the enemy team had more brains, like the Brits had more brains, that play wouldn't work. BastingLeaf, somewhat loud. What you muted then? He's the Urgot in this play. Right, he lands a snipe. Flash, fear, converts. You should kill the Maokai. Okay, nice. He focuses Maokai. Then Q's Ari. Toggles! Okay, toggling. It's very hard to follow your POV. And he gets sniped by W, unlucky. Let's rewatch that. So he lands a snipe on an overextended Darius. He flash converts. And when you do this, you want to kill the Maokai as soon as possible, because Maokai is low HP, obviously, and Maokai is a utility champion. So if you can remove utility from any team as, like, at the start of a team fight, is obviously the best, because now they can't enable their carries. So now Maokai can't use his Q, can't use his W, blah, 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 blah. It's just very good to kill this Maokai here. So, personally, I would have eat Maokai, but flipping the Ari back is also very good, because now it puts him in the range of the Zeri Karma. But I would be aiming my abilities at Maokai, because you want to get rid of, like, their front line. The enemy team is 4 ADCs and Maokai front line. Or 4 carries in the front line. And they get sniped by W at the end there. If you went for the healing plant instead, you would have lived. Very well played! 8.5. Okay, this is a horrible pull by the enemy team, by the way. You gonna flash? And this is just a really bad play from an enemy team. Like, all around, there's like kind of a waffling play from an enemy team. This is a penta? Ain't no way. You also, you killed the blast cone, so now you have no way to get over the wall. Karma could just leave here if she took the right direction as a default. Karma could have just walked here, you know. So things you did wrong to begin with is flashing over the walls at default was already pretty bad because you have hex gates. If you take this hex gate, you won't need to flash over the wall and you can cut off the enemy team. But instead you're flashing over the wall to just like be immediately impactful in the team fight. Yes, you are now closer to... Like, you're going for a flash smite steal, which I do respect. But, you're putting yourself, like, dangerously, like, out of position. Because now the enemy team could just 5-man collapse in the Nasus. And if they kill the Nasus successfully in time, then they can translate onto you. But I would have just, like, you know... I understand you're going for a smite steal. It doesn't work out. It happens. But if you take the Hex Gate, you can just cut off the enemy's escape. Because your Nasus hasn't even blown through their Thrax yet. And if you had Flash here... You're executing this Nautilus. If you had your flash here, and then you flash 4-man here, this clip becomes a 10, right? So since you flashed over the wall, then you walk into the Talia knockback, you're basically just like benefiting from the enemy team being bad. But there's a lot wrong with this clip. The Samira also walks in range of Urgot E, which is a bit comical. And then your W is turned on here, so you kill the Blast Cone, which means you can't follow them over the wall. And then Karma can just walk out by going here, but she's She uses a speed boost and decide in one direction to go. And she kind of walks back and forth. The only way she lives here is by using movement speed boost upwards. She went like a... She's doing a triangle formation. 6. There's some Discord comms going on. Okay, that's a Leona. Hits the Blasco and gets Leona out of there. Use R on a Kaiser. Nice. Walk forward. Spin around Garen. Nice. He's well played. Garen shit his pants. What's Blood doing? Buffer. Leona is being a gentleman and giving you the penta. Okay, let's analyze.
Wow, half your team is...
Let's analyze. So you go for the Q. You get Q on 2 people here. E forwards. Aurelian drops a mega ult. I think hitting the blast cone this early is... bad. Because they're stunned right now, right? Like, you basically gave Leona the amount of time to ignore the stun. But it does also open up the opportunity for you to ult the Kaiser. So it can be seen as like a 0.5 seconds, like, used incorrectly. And who cares about 0.5 seconds? So you go for Q, then you go for Q, you go for R, then Q. You have Ghosts. You start spinning around Garen. Garen shits his pants and presses his flash for some reason. You press E on the Lux R incoming, or the Lux E incoming. I think it's Lux E. Which debuff here? Is it either Elise Cocoon or Lux Q? The Lux spits down her E. Okay, he's buffering the Elise Cocoon here. He's not doing Foresight and Lux Q. Lux flashes. You get it flashed earlier. Miss Q! Miss Q! -1! Miss Q on a stationary target. Okay, to be fair to him, he doesn't know that Leona's like giving him the penta there. He doesn't know that Leona's giving up. Oh, 8.5. Right, this is LilYungGoof with his nightmare brightness settings. Normal League is too bright for my eyes. I respect that. Bro, you look like you're in a horror game. You know those like montages where they like do like really hype plays? Like, this is... And it would like zoom in here. Okay, you know you can buff a Nunu's W. That's good. General good knowledge. Walking to get that ward is... bad. Because you put your team at a really big misposition. Let me talk about that. So, we know the enemy team is coming to contest, right? Obviously they're contesting. You saw Nunu here earlier. You know it's real when Urpog whips out the paint. So, you know Nunu's here, right? Nunu is obviously a champion that can do Q plus Smite. So you don't want Nunu to get into this area, right? So you going for this ward is giving Nunu space. It also allows, like, if anybody is reinforcing from this side of the map to, like, have priority getting into the river. So you going here opens up a lot of control for the enemy team. So now you've opened this area when you should be controlling this area, right? There's also going to be enemies walking through here. So, like, ideally where you want to be positioned is, like, right here. You want to be put yourself in the direct center to control this area and this area. And then wherever the threat is coming from, you can directly answer it. So by walking here, you've created a void for the enemy team to contest this area. Yeah, Jax has got a 3-man stun because you're taking a ward. You can take that ward at any point in time. Why are you so fast with that? Yeah, that's a review what happens. Jax gets a good play here though, because of what you did. I know what you did. In 1987, I know where the bodies are. See, 3-man stun. This should just be a wipe from here on. But then the enemy team get like really like over ambitious. Like Kaiser goes melee of like 3 people. I don't know, Kaiser does everything wrong here. Nunu, the enemy team are playing it like as bad as physically possible, bro. Oh yeah, he split it up. Good point, good point. It's 5. You didn't do anything too correctly. It just kind of like became like a meat pile. You made bad positioning, which made for the Jacks to have a really good E, but then you just won anyway through like stat checking. The Viego is called LeBron James 04. Good flash. Oh! Yo! That's an insane snipe. What the? Hang on, we're gonna watch this again. LeBron James on the Viego, but LeBron James on Urgot. Great E. Flashes the Darius E to disengage the trade. Viego is forced to flash away. Urgot sees the angle. Darius goes to block it. Yeah, this is a great clip. But Viego could have stood behind the Darius. Like, if Darius walked towards the left, he would have lived there. Yeah, Darius tried his hard out there. That's like a 9. I'll put that as 9. That's an 8 or 7? That's crazy. That's a 9 easy, bro. He did everything correctly. But he only got the snipe because the Viego didn't want the Darius to block the ult for some reason. Like, flashing that, and then the most important thing in this clip you're not noticing is he's continuing to DPS. So he knows the Darius E is coming. He flashes the Darius E, but not only that, he's toggling his W back on, right? Let you see. So now he's done enough damage to the Viego to snipe him. So from the beginning of this play, he's had the idea that he's going to snipe this Viego. He knows he can min-max his damage here and like actually do more than just like flash away, leave the play. But you see, the Viego just needs to walk to the left, or the Darius needs to walk to the right. This play is great. It's just the Viego just needs to walk to the left. Vi plays Lapality right now, so I'm trying to figure out like what build she has. Anyway, watch this again. So they killed the Nyla. They have a Lux, Zac, Vel'Koz, and Karma. So you go for an R. You have an Olaf on your team. You're getting hit by Vel'Koz ult. You're moving away from it. There's a Blast Cone here that you should be using to jump to an enemy right now because you have your E cooldown back up. He has no flash. He's playing Ignite Teleport. Zac is a peon. Oh yes, today I will fight the Urgot with Ignite. ER. Yeah, you can go into this Blasco and jump to the right and then help the Olaf in this fight, but instead you just can't do nothing. Zac misses E. And then you ignite, yeah. It's a 6. Okay, so 8. Okay, to recap, Relectus, 8. Radflip, what do you mean Radflip? Radflip, you're at 10, buddy. LastOtaku, 6. Spaghiboi, 9. LilYungGoof, 5. Bangin, 8.5. Emmet, 6. BastingLeaf, 8.5. IsoMs, 8. Somacus, 8. Relectus, Reddit upvote. Gatrix Jarin, 3. Pretty Pink Putin Seal, Tomato React. Dr. Thrax, 8. Hoivey, 9. Boogaloo Crab, 7. Jantho, 8. Insano Skull, 4. Rome, 6. Kewxi, I think this is an 8. Yeah, this is, I think this is an 8? No, this is a 9. This is 9. Yeah, 9. And Crippled God, EU West, 8. Okay, so now we have a tie. So we need to decide a winner. So we're gonna grab all the 9s. And we're gonna rewatch them, and then you guys will decide the winner. It looks like Free is winning. I can't see a poll. What clip do you like the most? Someone. I'll just count your vote towards it. Bet 3 has decisively won. Congratulations! Spaghetti Ball! Epic rap battle of Mr.